Radio, Rahim here with the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, here in Las Vegas. We are looking at a matchup, a rematch, that actually has, I think, a more potential as a super fight than has been seen from the attention and interest that it's gotten over this week. So both of us haven't seen the first fight. Obviously, we've already got your analysis there. Did you see anything in the build-up to this fight, in the gym, on the scales, that make you think this thing ends differently?
You know, it could end differently just on the basis that the first fight was so close, you know. So I think what you saw is two very focused guys, two guys that dislike each other. And this is going to happen when, you know, you kind of been in the ring with each other. You know how dangerous your opponent is to you. And you're both looking into each other's eyes and you both know, listen, I know this guy's dangerous to me. So it kind of builds that animosity, you know, because you know how dangerous he is, but he wants to be better than you and you want to be better than him. So, and you got to fight. So it builds that automatic tension, automatic animosity. But I saw two very focused fighters today at the weigh-in. I saw two very focused fighters, two guys that look ready mentally and physically. I expect a similar fight to the first as far as tactically speaking. I think Andre's going to try to take it to the trenches. It's just a matter of what adjustments Kovalev makes to that. I think Kovalev is a good enough boxer to where Andre knows he can't box him for 12 rounds. You know, Andre's probably a better overall boxer, but Kovalev is not a bad boxer. He's one of those Eastern European branded boxers where technique and talent is enough to where you can set up your opponents. You can get him out of there. You know why? Because you can hit him. You can get him out of there. Kovalev has that power, and if he's able to get that extension on that right hand, he hurts you. So Andre knows this. He knows this is a guy. Maybe I can outbox, but I can't outbox him every second of every round. So there's a danger that I can be hit. So what does he do? He takes it to the trenches. He goes inside. We know Andre's been capable of doing that. He's done it to Edison Miranda. He did it to Milko Kessler, if we remember, you know. He did it to Frach in some spots, you know. So we know he can do that. It's like the ace in his sleeve. And he did that with a Kovalev in the first fight. And that's, I think it threw Kovalev a little bit off, where he didn't know what to do on the inside, especially once he'd had Andre down already. It may confuse him a little bit. You don't usually think that as a bully, the guy's going to try to bully you back. So I think it mentally kind of offset Sergey a little bit. I think that's probably been one of the main adjustments they've worked on in camp. So it's going to be interesting because, again, I do believe Andre knows he can't outbox Sergey every second of every round. So he's going to take it back to those trenches. It's going to be similar again. The trick is, what adjustments does Sergey make to now not look so confused on the inside when Andre's using his head, you know, trying to free his hands any way he can and just throw any kind of punches he can. You know, what adjustments have you made to counteract that? And that's going to be probably the key to the fight. I think the game planning is going to be very similar. Any
fighter I talk to will tell me that boxing is more mental game even than physical. You were a guy who liked to wind guys up sometime, get under guys' skin. Obviously, this has happened with Kovalev. He's very irritated at minimum, maybe angry at best. Does that play a part in this fight, and you think that can help him, or would it hurt him?
I think it can help Kovalev. Here's why. Usually, if a guy's too emotional and he's not an aggressive kind of fighter, he's a laid-back kind of fighter, counterpuncher, slickster, you probably want to stay laid back. You want to keep your emotions in check. If you're a stalker, predator type of fighter, type of boxer, if you're a guy who's looking to go for the kill every time, maybe having a little bit extra of mean streak doesn't hurt you, you know, because you're already a guy who naturally wants to go for it, you know. So maybe it makes you a little bit more focused, having that anger, you know. It'll put you the target more in trajectory for you mentally, you know. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing for Kovalev to be charged up. You know, Andre might like it that way. Andre might want to get you, because Andre's so mentally strong himself. You know, he just wants to play games with you, because on fight night, Andre knows he's going to be mentally strong regardless. So I think if both guys come in with that mental strength and physical strength, you know, these are the two best light heavyweights in the world for a reason. They're going at it for the second time. You couldn't tell them apart the first time around. Yeah, I think you're going to have a fight where you're gonna have a hard time telling them apart again tomorrow night. So, you know, everything's on the line.